Hi, this is Alex Paul with Open Systems Media and Embedded Computing, and I'm here with Adri Wischmann, and he's with IoT Netherlands, which is a really big term. Is it all of IoT Netherlands, or?
No, we use the term because we have our national coverage, so to speak. But no, it's just a company name, not an institute or something.
Oh, okay, just checking. So,
Yeah.
IoT Netherlands, what's your primary business model?
We do several things. We develop IoT solutions for small and middle companies. And next to that, we do for the government some IoT LoRaWAN gateway rollout. For instance, for the province of Drenthe, which is one of the 12 provinces of Holland. We now have 100% coverage for the Things Network and all kinds of other LoRaWAN applications. That's what we do. We organize hackathons on IoT and LoRaWAN, all kinds of stuff. As long as it's technology orientated, we do it.
Well, and LoRa in this case, you were
Yes,
just...
absolutely.
So now, what made you decide to get into LoRa?
Well, I started very early with LoRa and the Things Network, even before the Kickstarter. So I was an early adopter, as they call it. The long range and low battery power was the main motivation. All right, having sensors in the field and being able to use them for several years was a very big plus.
Very nice. Now, you had mentioned one application with a municipality. What are some of the other application spaces that you're into?
So we do smart city applications, but as company IoT Nederland, we develop very broad range. 1 month we could be working on GPS trackers to find people with dementia who have gone AWOL.
Oh, wandering, yeah.
Yeah, wandering. And other month we are working on temperature sensors, which measure the temperature of the feet of soccer players and everything in between.
Wow. And I was just about to ask you what unusual applications you know of. I would say the soccer player feet are probably up there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. When the soccer players are on the bench, they always have cold feet and cold legs. So we made an application to measure the temperature, so the medical staff can exactly see on a tablet or on a smartphone which one has the warmest feet and which one has the coldest feet. Yeah.
Could almost be a dating app right now.
Oh, perhaps a new application.
There you go.
Yeah.
So now, after the athlete's feet, what would you say is one of the other odd applications you've come across with this?
Well, for instance, for the province, we developed a few simple things. I mean, when people think of IoT, they always have some complicated things in mind. And what we propagate is very keep it simple. I can give you a few examples. In Drenthe, we have a lot of moving bridges. Right, we have lots of canals and moving bridges. So we made a very small sensor that gives a 0 or a 1 if the bridge is open or closed. Very simple. But the application is very widespread. So the first thing we do is we send that data to the centralist who is responsible for fire trucks and ambulances. They want to know if a bridge is open or closed. But the same information is also sent to maintenance, because when the bridge has been opened 3,000 times, somebody has to come there and oil the engine.
Oil the hinges, yeah.
Right, and the same information is also sent to the tourist information department, because the number of times the bridge was opened says something about the boats that went under it.
The traffic, yeah.
The same simple sensor, which is only a switch, right, can give out lots of information to lots of different people.
So it strikes me you must have a healthy partner network, because you've got intermediate implementers in there somewhere, I would imagine.
What we do is we develop mainly for municipalities. And they implemented, for instance, we have sensors in nature reserves, right, and which measure the number of people on a bicycle coming by, or water temperature, or water height under a bridge, that kind of stuff. So we developed that for a certain party, and after a proof of concept, we give it to the next party, because we do everything from development to proof of concept, prototyping, etc., but not production. So if a customer says, okay, now it works, give me 5,000 of these things, then we say, okay, here you got the plans, go to somebody else.
Got it. Got it.
They can do copy and paste much more efficient than we can, and developing is the fun stuff. Is the fun part.
Yes, it is. Very nice. Very nice. Now, what would you say is the future of the company? Where are you going with all of this?
Oh boy. I don't have a 10-year plan for the company, and we see different ways going. What we've been working on, for instance, for the last month is incorporating LoRaWAN and blockchain technology with each other.
Yes, that should be very interesting.
And so you'll have sensors which are an oracle for a blockchain application. I think that's the way to go. Combining it with other technologies.
The data and the trust.
Exactly, but also data and artificial intelligence and data and etc. So I always say the technology in itself, what we do, is just the beginning. I mean, if you look at, for instance, what we did with the province, and now we have a network, the technology is there. We've got hundreds of people here that are developers and silicon developers, etc. But now you need to build a community. And if there's one thing I respect the most from within the Things Network is the community they build. There are lots of engineers that can develop all kinds of electronics. But getting all these thousands of people to be ambassadors of your product and giving information and helping each other on the forum, etc., that's a huge achievement. And I see that we're doing that now in Drenthe also. So we're building an ecosystem with companies that develop IoT solutions, like me, but also schools, also governmental bodies, entrepreneurs. Only when you got that ecosystem, then you can go forward. A chain is as strong as the weakest link. So if all is good, but you have no customers, or you don't have developers, or you don't, then it's not worth nothing.
There you go.
And we're now at the start. So on the start of the chain are students, for instance. We're organizing a hackathon, a LoRaWAN hackathon. We're involving the Things Network. So on that hackathon, teams from several countries, Germany, Belgium, England, etc., come to Holland to accept challenges which they will solve with the Things Network, with LoRaWAN.
Very nice. Now, where can people find information about the company? What's your URL?
URL is IoT Nederland.
Spaces, gaps?
No, just plain India, Oscar Tango, November, Echo, Delta, Echo, Romeo, Lima, Alpha, November, Delta. Also Nederland.nl. And about the hackathon is whatthehackathon.nl.
There you go. Good command of the phonetic spelling there, but
yeah, I'm a private pilot, so you learn to spell.
There you go. So, I'd asked you about the company. What do you see of the future of LoRa?
Well, I hope LoRa keeps up its speed, because there are, I won't say similar technologies, but if you look at...
competing technologies.
Yeah, competing technology. Narrowband IoT, LTE, that kind of stuff is coming into the market. And at the moment, LoRa has an advantage. They started earlier. They have a big community.
A passionate community.
Exactly. And so if they keep up the steam, the pressure, then it will have a very nice future. But if it slows down and the big companies, the T-Mobiles of this world, put a lot of money in that competing technology, then it could be challenging.
I can imagine. Thank you so much for coming and giving the insights. So nice talking to you. You've been a great interview.
Thank you.
Thanks.